お食事はいつでも大丈夫です。もちろん今すぐでも。しますね。もうこんな時間ですね。おまけのクリームはいかがですか？
いいな、いいな。なんだ？我的呢？
弱点が丸見えでしてよ。攻撃続行。剣の舞うまま。よっしゃほっえい。砂浜に思いは刻んで。ほほん、ごめん遊ば。少しは懲りたらどうかしら。やっ弱点が丸見えでしてよ。参りなさい。行って。
まな、な、な、な。うなだ、うなだ。うなだ、うなだ、うなだ。うなだ、うなだ。うなだ。
黒と白、君はどっちが好きかな？ 黒と白、君はどっちが好きかな？
目的地周辺です。案内を終了します。
そなた、何か困りごとか？いや、そなた。
シグリッドさん、こんなところで何？
おお、これはリンドの。それがしがパトロール中。待つ？
この子ってグリフが言ってた見張りの子。なんとか助け舟を出さなきゃ。ねえシグリッドさん、実はい
いか、気を落とさずに聞くのだ、小さき。無理に聞き出そうとしたそれがしが無粋であった。この電話ボックスは男女が人目をし。そなた、デートであろう？違うのか？だがそなたの様子はぬかそれがしとしたことが、男女の付き合いは何も対面。そうこの者は今時電話待ち合わせでないのなら、それがしは早とちりしていたようだ。サンブリンガー様を？まあ
なんか最終的に噛み合ったっぽい。シグリッドさん、悪い人じゃないんだけど。
よし、これ以上邪魔をしては野暮というもの。
シグリッドさんはその誤解。やっと来た。アンバーホール。ますます共犯らしくな。シグリッドさんのことなら私も少し知ってるよ。堅物で実直、おまけに勘が鋭い、一番厄介なタイプ。そうだね。そもそも勘なんて。さてと、この話はここまで。そろそろ出発しないとね。入り口はこっち。グリフがもう待ってるよ。
Yeah, so you have to connect right before he falls. So that you can... Oh, wait. Oh, no. Fuck. Oh. I thought these could be broken through. Oh, okay, never mind. I thought like it was like, oh, I can't get through these boxes. Oh, it must be because I, like, the robot fell before I could control it, and you needed the robot to destroy the boxes on their way out. So I was like, okay, but I did see briefly I could have possessed it. I just waited too long and it fell down, and I wasn't able to control it then. So I was like, I just gotta come back and do it again. No. Even as the robot, you can't fucking break through the boxes. Okay, so I guess I could have done a quest, an additional quest. I was assuming we were going to do this part right away. So like yesterday I was stopping, I'm like, well, it's getting close to an hour, so let's stop now. Because it made it seem like it was going to be like this. But I didn't realize there was actually still a little bit of a chat first before talking to Remiel for this little part.
だって誰かさんが自分の世界から帰ってきてくれないから。聞かせてよ、名探偵さん。何か新しい手がかり？さーて、なんだろうね。ああ、怒っちゃった。じゃあほら。はい、おしまい。それで何か気づいたこと？前に得意点が発生したエネルギー区へ行ってこのまま進めばシンギュラだからこっから先はちゃんこの現象のことを 100% 理解。人のこと羽でごめんってば。でも話を君の指示に従うよ。じゃあ案内はよろしくね、パエトーン様。様付けはいらないよ、指名手配のうつろがり様。君、私にだけ厳しくない？メカの様子が変。気をつけて。廃棄されたメカがシンギュラリークに影響されてるみたい。じゃあ少し落ち着かせるね。迷わなくていいのよ。わきまえ空振りね。ちゃっせみ確かに忠告したのだけど、この舞台をもっと眩しく。はあはい、おやすみ。さあどんどん進もう。合戦も変。やっぱ近くにシンギュラリークがあるんじゃ。 敵が多すぎない？レミエール、そっちはどう？強い。負けちゃうかも。初代うつろ狩り廃棄処分のメカに敗北なんて大ニュースだよ。そういえば君、戦い方はあんまり上達してないね。多めに見てよ。最近まで頭脳派キャラだったんだから。あんた今鼻で笑った？またそのうち羽。
Oh, wow.
ちょっとペース落としていい？周辺データの動機が。レミエール、待って、まだ行かないで。やっぱシンギュラリークに入っちゃった。入っちゃったものは仕方ないよ。ほら、片付けよ。まったくもう。行くよ、ピュロイス。烈日よ、天へと登れ。真っ二つにして。
お引き取り願うわ。陽動よ。確かに忠告したのだけど。
よし、全部片付いたね。
Yeah, she was still taking damage while her skill was she was prepping her skill, so I have to be careful about that. It's the kind of thing where it's like you just want to do it immediately before the enemy has time to start working up their attack to get her off screen to get up her attack.
もうレミエール、約束した。悪かった。私はあんたとは違うんだから。戦い方だって言う通り大して上達してないし、ほとんどピュロイスだ。あんまり得意点に近づきたく。私の知ってる範囲のプロキス彼のこと、後の時代の君たちはなんて呼んでたっけ？確かプロね。ある一点において君はそりゃ悪い気はしないけどさ。本当だってば。それと私に言わせれば彼、戦闘テクで言ったら。
Yeah, I mean, like that's the thing. That's the whole point. Is that proxies aren't necessarily known for their combat powers because their focus. I mean, you could argue it's kind of like in terms of classic high fantasy, like or D&D and shit like that. You know, is that they're basically like rogues or thieves, right? Is that thieves don't necessarily do a lot of damage. Now maybe you can build a very powerful thief who can be very sneaky and get crits and stuff like that. But generally, it's like if you bring in a thief, you're bringing them in for the utility. They're not going to be doing tons of damage, and like in D&D, like they do damage because otherwise they'd be completely useless. But like if you're thinking about like proper high fantasy, it's like no, like the thieves are the sneaky ones. They're the ones who have the lock picking skills. They're the ones who are like undoing traps, and while it might be, necessary for some parties, generally they're not really known for like, doing a lot of damage, and not really known for the combat skills. So there's like, well, if you want to, if you want to manage traps and open lock chests, you need a thief, and they're basically scouts, right? Like so like they are the scout of the party, and that's basically what proxies are. Proxies are the scouts. Now, sure, you get like, it's not like you can't have good combat skills, right? It's not like you're unable to be a proxy and also fight very well. But the idea is that like you're gonna have a easier time of because obviously being able to do both things well is rare, right? Like being able to being able to fight in the hollows is rare. Being able to be a proxy is rare, and being able to do both is even rarer. So, so for this guy, so it's not crazy, but yeah, I mean, like they are essentially liabilities in combat. Their whole purpose is out of combat, right? So, so it seems like Joyous is good enough that he's not a super liability. He basically has enough combat abilities to defend himself. He can defend himself to survive long enough for the rest of the party to wipe out all the other ethereals and then come save him, right?
君ってほら、周りから見たら頑張ってるのに、さっきは意地悪言っちゃったけども、戦いが得意なお友達がなぜかって、君は君にしかできないこと、君にできないことは、君
そんな風に率直に話してくれるのって。初めてじゃん。
まあ。
Yeah, and like what you said, it's like, yeah, oh, you might not be able to accomplish them, but you and your friends can. It's like, yeah, exactly, because, and realistically speaking, if she's gonna focus on an ability, focus on your proxy abilities, because that's what you're known for, that's what you're good at. Hone that first to be the best you can be, and then if you can pick up another skill, great. But like Pyrois, even though you're kind of relying on Pyrois, it's like the fact that you can now actually defend yourself to any small degree is a huge improvement.
ありがとう。もちろん。初代うつろがりの情けない日。レミエール。気持ちの整理はついた？じゃあ、そろそろ行こうよ。
Damn, because obviously she mentioned it. Oh, not many people know what happened back then. Yes, exactly. What happened back then?
君が探してる事件シンギュラリークのルート決めは意地っ張りって誰のこと？レミエール。
Oh, goddamn, I should have swapped. Oh. I know she's... Crap, okay. So, lesson learned. Don't swap, ever. I was trying to, swap to have her be the start. I saw she has her 3 pips up. I was like, oh, cool, I can start with her... I can start with her charged basic. But then... So is it every... One's gonna open this. Is it every swap, no matter what? Or is it every swap when you have all charged pips? Yeah, like that. Oh wow, using all of them gives her skill back. Darn, I was trying to dodge that, but I was a fraction of a second too late.
残留エーテルに酷似した反応を検知。
犯人はこのメカでトビーを襲ったんだね。
デミエル、完全には壊さないで。犯人の手がかりだから。はいよ、虜にすむちゃ言うな。もう分かったよ。おいでよ。
Wait, did she heal us?
一緒に剣を取ろう。真っ二つにして。いいね。風を吹くわよ。お客様とて許しがたいぞ。迎え撃つよ。
Does that have Toby in? Oh wait, no, it can't have Toby because we got his memory, so we already had Toby.
照合完了。あなた様の現在地と。
犯人はとっくにいないよね。
じゃあ私は少し休んでるからね。
いいよ、こっちは任せて。やっぱりね、犯人はこいつを使ってボンプに強毒性、他にもボンプにウイルスを仕込んだ形跡まである。
もしもーし、あんまり悠長にやってる時間はないよ。
なんで早く言わないの？動画？静止画みたい。どうして彼がいるの？だって彼はもう。
Oh, I see. So this is the not Icarus. It's Team Icarus. So it's Team Icarus. So it's the guy who died, the kid who supposedly died way back when, is my guess. It's super weird though. It's like, okay, wait. How are you supposed to, like, you're presumably gonna be like, wait, he should have died, right? So, yeah, Serpico, that was it. How could he be here? But it's like, dude, it's a blurry, scratchy image. You haven't seen him in 10 years. He's also supposed to be dead. But also, it's like, do you know his family? Maybe he has a brother. Maybe he always had a twin, right? There could be another. But also, it's like, you only knew him as a child. So, you knew him as a child 10 years ago when you yourself was a child. It's like, it's your childhood friend of 10 years ago. And you are able to know exactly what he looks like as if he was 10 years older from a blurry image. Are you kidding me?
今一瞬だけ見えたよ。
わかんない。ああ、もうメカの侵食がどんどん。
了解。異常のあった画像を特定します。
セルピコのはずない。きっと他人の空似だよね。トリビアにあったせいでいろいろ思い出しちゃったせいだから、絶対そう。
That could be true, right? Because she saw Truvia recently, she might be, there might just be a passing similarity. It's like, oh, similar hair, similar shapes, somewhat similar face. And then she's like, well, because I just met Truvia and, that whole situation's on my mind, I'm going to make that association. Now, obviously, that is him, right? That's what they're setting up. That is him. Somehow he survived. It's really hard to tell because, we don't know exactly how he died. Did he die? Did they see him die? Was it that he was turned into an ethereal? Because they made it seem like all four of them rampaged, or something went wrong when all four of them were getting experimented on, or when all four of them were undergoing the experiment. They made it seem like more than one person went crazy, right? Because Belle obviously blames herself, so assuming she went crazy. So should she kill Serpico, or was it? But then, when they were describing it, last patch, it made it seem like Serpico also went crazy, right? So it's like Serpico and Belle both went wild, and so the question is did they fight each other? Because when Truvia was leaving, when she was saying goodbye, and when they were calling her cruel in this recent cutscene in this patch, it was amongst a ruined academy. So amongst a ruined building, which I assume was the ruined Helios Academy, shortly after the whole thing happened, right? Actually, wait a minute. No, she looked way too old. It was them at their current age, I think, not Childers from the cutscene. But yeah, so it's kind of interesting. So it's like, I mean, they said he died, but like, did you kill him? Because like, she herself doesn't really remember much. So it's like, did the two of you go crazy and fight? Did you go crazy by yourself and Serpico tried to hold you back and died in the process? Were you told that he died? Did you see it? Did anyone see it, really? You know, were the 4 children involved? Did any of them have any memory of it actually happening? Because it could have been the thing where he was just grievously wounded, and they just saw his wounded body and assumed he died, but they actually were able to, you know, fix him up and save him. But maybe he was like in a coma or something for a few years and only recently came back. Although from Shuvia's reaction, I assume she's not aware of it, right? If it was the kind of thing where like she secretly had her father take the body away and she, you know, nursed him back to health, I would assume she wouldn't have. I would assume she would act differently. Although maybe she did. I don't know. Maybe she's a very good actress.
でも万が一顔色が良くないよ。一旦戻ろっか。ここで無理に分析する必要は。もしもし。待って。もう少し。リンちゃんもう離れて。もう少しなの。手がかりが。何すんの？君こそ。どういうつもり？死んでもいいの
？That's interesting.
これはどういうこと？知らない声。それにこの場面。
So obviously we had our little symbol in our eyes. Did we like mind control her, or was it implanting our symbol in her, or was our powers bringing forth the symbol with it? Like, did she always have the symbol, right? And this is a symbol that appears in her eyes when she uses her powers, and we're somehow able to bring it forth. This looks like, yeah, I was gonna say, it looks like we're gonna go back into the, oh hey, that's interesting. So that's obviously Belly, and that dance was in the, oh, I see, it's my controller that's making this shake. That's Belly, and in the recent video, with the promotional video that I think released before the patch came out, they had her and Belly dancing, which I assume is the one on the right. So that's from that scene. And this is her friend. But in the video, she kills her because Belly goes crazy. So Belly becomes infected. I don't know if she was infected by the Void Hunter weapon, or she gets just infected and is on her way to becoming ethereal, which is being exacerbated by her weapon. But basically, like, when she was fighting, she had like very demon-like traits. Like, she had a tail and she was bigger than normal, and she was fighting Remiel with her weapon. And even Remiel acknowledged that it's like, oh shit, it's this, right? So like, what was happening to her is something that they, to some degree, expect, or at least are aware of what it is. And I think that's the whole point. Like, I think she was on the process to becoming an enchainer, and that's why Remiel killed her. And that's what I'm kind of thinking what happened, is that what happened to all the original Void Hunters? If they all start to turn to some degree or another, where it's like, one by one, they started becoming infected by their Void Hunter weapons, and hell, maybe Remiel was the one who ended up having to kill most of them. And then once all the rest were dead, maybe that's why she was asleep, right? Maybe she put herself in sleep, or someone put her in sleep to be like, okay, well, the original Void Hunters are too dangerous. We're going to separate you from your Void Hunter weapon and seal you both up, right? Maybe that's what happened. I do think they're going to, maybe not this patch, but I believe that's what this whole season is going to be about, is just more information about what happened back then, what these Void Hunters were, more info about enchainers and stuff.
ちょっとなんでベリが先なの？
あのねレミ、階級順に決まっているでしょ。
大佐が中佐よりも先なのは当然ですよ。
これはレミエールのっていうか、レミエールのそばにいるあの人、正体
実験の詳細について私からの補足は以上だ。その他の情報は
はいはい。あ、君も教授もなんだかんだ100回。
ではレミエール。大丈夫ですよサンブリンガー。私
もうメリったら
移ろがる銃具に封じられた合格に関する研究
あ
その大半がまだ理論の段階にと
Interesting.
どまっているんだ。
So, interesting. So, then maybe all original Void Hunter weapons have these karma cores, and that is the source of their power. So the question is, the research, are they trying to get at the power of the karma core or replicate the karma
今
cores?
回は合格との共鳴をさらに一歩進めることとなる。レリオラ、レミエール。
何を言ってるのかなサンブリンが。おじけづいてフォローを完全に征服するチャンスを諦めたりなんかしたら。
移ろがる銃具、その
ねえベリー、考え事？今日はずっと上の空だよ。
I mean, it makes sense you aren't not aware of it. Like, you don't have a Void Hunter weapon. And also, it seems like, you know, based on the fact that none of the original, I mean, I was gonna say none of the original Void Hunters are around, but to be fair, it's been 100 years, so, like, okay, I wouldn't expect them to be around. But, like, how many Void Hunter weapons are there actually out there, right? Like, is Miyabi's actually a Void Hunter weapon, right? It seems like she's haunted in, like, some sort of curse, but that could just be it. It could just be a curse, right? It could just be a powerful curse, and she's able to use curse energy or whatever, and it's not an actual Void Hunter weapon. Whereas, like, the Kingming Sword, I think the Kingming Sword is one. It is a Void Hunter weapon, because I do believe... But that could be the... But, like, how many of the original Void Hunter weapons are still around? Like, if the Kingming Sword is one of them, she has her wings for the other. Like, maybe those are the only two active ones at the moment.
実験のことを考えてるのはわかるけど、今は私を見たってわかってるから。今までもそうだったみたいに。
ごめんね。
Yeah, we're gonna show her dead?
私が
Okay, so the experiment is what makes her go crazy. That's weird because, like, in the video, it just shows her fighting Belly in, like, this ruined city. It looked like it was inside a hollow. And she had already turned. Although, to be fair, it could be that the experiment went wrong. She started going crazy and then ran. Ran away into the hollow. And Ramiel chased after her. And when we saw them fight in the video, the YouTube video, that could have been after, you know, Remy found her within the hollow. Yeah, so that's kind of interesting then, the fact that we could see her memories. Is it because it was Remiel? Like, is it because she... Like, were we only able to do it because she also had a symbol inside her eye? Or is it like an extension of our proxy powers? Did, like, our proxy powers go out of control because of how much we wanted to get that information?
ここはどこ？
人のお家、それも人のベッドだよ。間違ってもよだれなんて垂らさないで。
レミエール、ここはあんたのアジト？
正解。意識は大丈夫そうだね。脳が焼き切れてなくてよかったよ。それで、君は何を見たの？
I'm curious, is she asking what we saw in her memories, or
ここで黙っちゃうのはなしだよ。
she...
まさか。
Oh, okay. No, she knows we were looking at her mind then.
恥ずかしい？なら私からだね。私はね。お
Oh,
兄さん。それに。
it was both ways. Our minds linked.
セルピコ。そう、セルピコ。あんなことがあったら、そりゃ君もムキになるはずだよね。
ねえレミエール、なんで私たちお互いの記憶を？
その質問は答えられないや。 私だってやっとまだ2回目なんだからね。
Twice. Second time or
回
is this the third?
1回目は
Oh,
君
okay.
の体からタウミエルを取り出したと。
So with it was I was wondering if like the previous Joyous did this, but no, it's both times with us.
私のじゃない膨大な記憶が一瞬で
Interesting.
頭に流れ込んできて。でも
So the only two times
君
were
の
with
方は
us, so something
心当たり
unique
が
to
ないっ
us
て
then.
感じだね。あの時は意識を失いかけてたから何も見なかったのかな。やめてよ。私が覗き魔として一歩先みたいな。わざとじゃないんだから。でもこれで話せるよね。君は何を見たの？
あんたとバイク大佐、それにミス・サンブリンガーもいて、合格がどうとか言ってた。
じゃあベリが死んだのも見たよね。私がこの手で殺したのも。
レミエール、
自分から聞いといてごめん。でもここまでにしとこっか。もう遅いしお家に戻りなよ。手に入れたデータを分析しないとね。それに君はお友達を心配させちゃダメだよ。もうしつこい。君たちのなんだっけ。
あなたの精神状態が心配なの。
じゃあなおさら来てほしくなかったな。
悪かったわ。
本当にそう思ってるなら今すぐ目の前か。どうせ知ってたんだよね。黙ってるのはイエスだからね。
ある程度予想はしていたわ。合格と部分的に融合しているあなたなら、あの子との共その結果がお互いの記憶の共有に及ぶとは。
The part of her that's fused with the karma core. So yeah, so that seems like maybe that's the underlying issue. Or actually no, maybe that's the issue just in general. Is that what makes a because they were saying an enchainer needs a Void Hunter weapon. It could be that an enchainer needs the karma core. And with that, which only exists in Void Hunter weapons. So once an ethereal fuses with the karma core, they become an enchainer. And that's the problem with Void Hunters, is that as they use their weapons, they're slowly fusing with the karma core. And so maybe that's what happened with Belly, is that she fused too much, which caused her to lose control. And then she would have become an enchainer once she had fully fused, and Remiel killed her before then. But that's interesting though, because we resonated with the part of her that was fused with the karma core, which then at its core means that, you know, we have a very close association with karma cores. Is that what they were doing? Were they trying to create? Was Helios Academy trying to create fake karma cores? Were they trying to recreate karma cores, and maybe we have a false karma core inside ourselves, and that's why we can kind of resonate, because we have similar energy patterns, although not exactly the same.
正直に答えたのは賢明だね。それで何しに来たの？
エルダと剣を交えたあなたにはもう分かっているはずね。
まあなんとなくね。先輩ってば本当に型破りな人なんだから。
それで
今のところは下水道でのバカン。
何でも言わせないでちょうだいね。
なんで君がそんなに君は嵐を予見したけど、それがその時まではこの天空のこれも何かの縁だし、もう一度しっかり見て。そして
Yeah, so I'm kind of curious what they are. Are they just robots? Is that what they are? Is that why they look the same after, 100 years? So they're just basically humanoid Bangu? Or actually, no, I guess AI does exist. Maybe that's the whole purpose, is that They are basically AI.
バイク大佐、それにミス・サンブリの間に何があったの？
Yes. Could be that they are
今
just
見つけた
AI.
ことを整理しないと。部屋に戻ろう。
Like, we have AI, although, I mean, like, that means they would have had to have AI back then, which is like, well,
悩みも
the AI we have now, I don't know, it really kind of depends, because, like, there's fairy, but then there's also yokai, so it's like, you know, yokai's kind of a dick, so who made him, right? Who made fairy?
リン、心
どうしたのに？
こんな顔しない方がおかしいだろう。レミエールが君のスマホから生存報告をくれなかったら。
ごめんねお兄ちゃん。待って、レミエールが私のスマホで。
それでリン、フェアリーと。
Well, I mean, you did meld minds with her. Now, I mean, she could go into your memories. Maybe you've used your phone password even since back then. She just remember you using it back then.
お互いの記憶を。
Or maybe you just are that predictable.
僕と。
わかんない。今までもいろいろあったけど。
I mean, that's also a little silly, right? Can ocular implants do that? Dude, are you fucking kidding me? Can ocular implants create pyroids? No, clearly there's more to us than just our ocular implants, you know? You know, like pyroids, because you're just like, it's not like you don't have a pyroid. I mean, if you're the main character, you would, but, you know, Truvia, Serpico maybe don't either. Like, so it's just like, there's so much to us beyond just like, our eye implants do one thing, but like the fact that we have pyroids lurking inside us, it's like clearly means that there's something more than just the implant.
でも、レミエールは2度目だと思うんだけど、タウミエルと私の。
とはいえリン、一つ前に。
確かに知能数
ならあさっての夜ドラキナ様に聞いてみ。
いいけど、
それがあさっての夜算数局のレセプションホ。
ドラキナ様が主催なんだね。
そうでなければわざ聞くところによると、同じ時間帯にビルリウムでもリンドベルヌ様と外景局が共同で主催する別の昼にベリナさんとノルムーに会ったけれど、2人は
地上からのゲストはまだ全員がブーアストラムに到着したわけじゃないんだね。お兄ちゃん、どう思う？トリビアが来たこと、そしてあのセルピコに似てる。
あれがセルピコのはずがない。だってさ、
セルピコは。
Well, like, how do we know this, right? Like, that's the problem. We don't know. They say he was dead, right? But like, how do we know he was dead? Like, just like, was he torn to pieces, or was he? Did you just see him seemingly dead, lying on the ground, right? Like, did you just see him unconscious on the ground? You just assumed he was dead, you know? Or did you like fling him against the wall and he like lay there limp, like in a pool of blood? Which is like, in theory, he could have survived. It also could be that like maybe he's no longer human now too. Maybe because like Bringer took a sacrifice score and became a huge thing, but maybe there's like a way to. I don't know, because like if they did that, they would have had to have done that 10 years ago, and like. Even now, in the present, they weren't able to make someone a perfect ethereal, right? Because that's what I kind of thought the Exaltus were trying to do, is that they were trying to turn humanity into ethereals, but with consciousness, right? So it's like we would have the consciousness of a human, but the invulnerable, powerful body of an ethereal. That's kind of what I thought they were trying to So I thought it was like a like a human evolution type thing, where it's like the next stage of human evolution is discarding our old flesh bodies and taking on a strong ethereal body while still retaining our human intelligence. You know, that's what I kind of thought their goal kind of was at first, because like that's what the sacrificial cores were. Where it's like, oh yeah, it was bring her into this like powerful ethereal, and he still had some semblance of intelligence. So I thought that's kind of what they were doing, and that's what the experiments were trying to do. But then there was all this creator bullshit afterwards, and they're like following the creator, and I'm like, and it wasn't mutually exclusive. Like, it could be that this is what the creator was trying to do, and this is what the creator is trying to do. You know, is that they're trying to turn humanity into ethereals to make them stronger. And these people are worshiping him, and then are now, because of that, trying to do the same thing he's doing, right? So it could be like that, right? So it's not mutually exclusive, but then they kind of went. But then when all talks of the creator came around, we never really like learned about the creator's goals, and Sarah was just such a fanatic that it's just like it's really hard to tell if she was trying for some overarching goal. Because, like, before it seemed like the Exaltus were trying to do this. Like, all their experiments seemed to be trying to do this and that. All their experiments were trying to do this and that. So I kind of thought... But then, it's tough to say, because... Like, basically, once this whole day disappeared, like, Sarah was just kind of a fanatic, and all she went after Yudhari to find the creator, and she was just going after the creator to release him. And that's kind of like the whole arc with Yudhari and Xingguang is that she was just looking for the creator and trying to unseal it, and we don't really know what it was trying to do. Whereas, like, previously, the Exaltus were trying all sorts of crazy things, right? Like, a lot of human experimentation. So it made it seem like they were trying to do something with humanity to try to, like, build towards some goal. But, like, the freeing of the creator is just like, oh, we just want to free the creator. So it's like, it's very, very simplistic. And it's just like, it doesn't necessarily directly align with what they were doing before. So the idea is like, well, when the creator's free, then maybe we would start seeing more experimentation, more, human to ethereal type shit. But then we, I guess, stopped it, kinda, so nothing really became of it. So it's kind of hard to tell, But if, like, so the idea is that maybe Serpico wasn't dead, or maybe he was dead, but then they just, like, infused him with ether and turned him into, like, something akin to a zombie, or maybe they would just infused him with ether and actually brought him back to life to a degree, right? Like, maybe infusing his body with ether allowed him to become one of the first ethereals that had a humanoid intelligence but an ethereal body. So maybe they saved him in that way, Hard to say, right? He also could be like a robot. Like, if the Sunbringers are robots, maybe this guy is also a robot. Or maybe he just has a brother, right? Maybe he has a brother 2 years younger than him, and in the 10 years that passed, he just looks very similar. Because, like, 2 years younger is not much. And since it's been 10 years since we last saw... Because if they were, like, 8 to 10... If they were, like, 8 when this all happened, they'd be 18 now. So it's like a 16-year-old brother would, look close enough. Maybe. So it could be just the brother. Maybe he heard his older brother died, and he wanted to get revenge, or rail against the group that did the experiments in the first place, who, worked with Helios Academy and all that shit. Who knows?
ほら、もうとは言ったものの、寒流区で拾った。
リン。 まったく。
そちらはマスターが犯人を通知。マスターの入眠から約3時提案。マスターを起こす。
あ、さてと。
否定。筆頭助手の指導のもとを付け加え。
わかった。フェアリー、まず。
了解。現時点に情報1。犯人が選んだターゲットに共通点は情報2。犯人はボンプに強毒性エーテルを植え付けるにあたり、
犯人は誰を被害者にするかよりも時間。
工程。より詳細に言えば審議。
フェアリー、空準局の記録から最近のものを取得できるか。
了解。空域準計。
ほら、ハッキングしろとは言ってないぞ。公開されている範囲でいい。
侵入及び検索プロセス。
やれやれ。
すべてのシンギュラリークの発生時間と、
このマーカーが各エネルギー区、環流区、算数局。フェアリー、確かシンギュラリークというものは。
工程。二次的な。
よし、その位置もマップ上に表。
了解。助手2号のため、
Oh, they're
屋上に該
not exactly the same
マー
spot.
クを追加しました。
ずいぶん位置が変わったな。これでは、フェアリー。
回答。複数のシンギュラリークにおいて、このような条件下ではシンギュラリークが互いに影響を及ぼ。
同時刻、同座標に複数のシンギュラリークができた。フェアリー、それぞれのシンギュラリークが最も接近した時間。
了解。助手2号。
これは。
あれ、
おはよう。
これって
先週、つまり僕たちがトビーを救出し、それぞれの得意点が重なり合った結果、その影響範囲はスカモールフォローの端から。
Oh, I see. Are they trying to lead something up here? Is that where this huge centipede came from? Was the centipede actually in the hollow to begin with? And they've been slowly using singularity leakages to lure it out?
スカモールフォローとブーアストラムに直通のトンネルを。
ああ、僕も考えた。思い出してみよう。
でもそうだとして、それにあの辺りの得意点にあいつが潜んでるとしたら、誰も見つけられてないのも変だし。
I mean, if they're trying to make it an enchainer, then it could be that the Sunbringers still have the original Sunbringers or Void Hunter weapon. So what they're trying to do is just lure it closer to the Void Hunter weapon so it can become an enchainer.
シンギュラリークの痕跡をたどって。
だね。夜が明けたら。ちょっと寝不足だけど、下でビリーたちと合流しよう。
Oh, cool. It doesn't automatically start then. Oh, good, good. I was gonna do it because I thought it was gonna auto start when I got close. But since it is a chat, because I've been walking for about an hour, so it's a good time to stop. But I was gonna do I was gonna do it because I was worried that it was gonna be one of those things where it's like, oh, sorry, because you didn't do it. Oh, is that why? Oh yeah, that actually could be why. I forgot that it might be because I exit the game. Maybe that's it. Maybe that's why it's fucking up. I usually just like save quit the game and leave. I usually just save quit the game and leave. Okay. It's big and bigger now. Nice. I usually just like exit the game. Maybe that's the problem. Is maybe I actually need to quit. Maybe that's the problem. Is I keep just closing the game, but I actually need to like quit to the main menu for it to save this shit. That could be it. Because the weird thing is sometimes it does work, right? Sometimes it actually does save the shit. Where it's like, oh, you've already done this before? Okay, well, we've saved it. And, like, the news go away after a certain while. Yeah. That's fine. So... Okay. Okay, well, it's the first time I've really been using Lumi, so, or, Remy, so. Yeah, here we go. So maybe this saves something. Maybe that's it. Because yeah, it's just weird because it's inconsistent. Normally I just like exit the game. I just like save. I just like just close it directly from my PlayStation. And maybe that's why it's not saving. I just assumed it would save after removing the news, but maybe it actually saves when you log out. You know, like maybe this loading config data is like loading the stuff I just did. It's like, oh, okay, well, we did flag these things, but we only commit them once you've actually logged out. Either way, anyway, I'm going to go ahead and call it. I will be back on later tonight, probably doing more occult pressing, grinding. But yeah, so, anyway, thank you all for watching, and I will see you all